I'm going to be doing a review on the Summer Infant Video Monitor. When Miles was first born, we lived in a one-bedroom apartment and I didn't really have a need for a monitor, so I was able to check on him during his naps of the day and I was right there with him at night. So when we moved into this house, I really wanted a video monitor since he would be moving into his own bedroom. He was about almost 5 months old, and I did some research trying to figure out which monitor to get, which one would be the best, and I found that they ranged anywhere from $100 to $400, and I really didn't have a lot of money to spend, so I went ahead and I went with this Summer Infant Video Monitor, and it was $100. I got it off of Walmart. I just ordered it at walmart.com and I had it shipped to the store, and I picked it up there for free. And they also have it on Amazon, so you can order it there as well. It's the same price, about $100. And I was reading some of the reviews on this, and a lot of people said that it worked for the first month or two and then it just quit working. So we've been using this consistently every day for the past 6 months, and it's still going strong and is working great for us. So I wanted to make sure I gave this enough time to be able to review it and to see if it would last longer than some of the people saying it only lasted a few months for them. I only have had one issue, and it was about maybe a month ago. I turned the screen on at night to check on him and it had a red glow on there, and I was kind of nervous, wondering if my monitor was going out or if something was going on. So I turned it off and turned it back on, and it was still red. So I came back into his room and I turned the camera off and turned it back on, and it was just fine. So that was just a one-time occurrence, and it's been pretty good ever since. I really like the size of this screen. It is very large. I don't know if you can really see how large it is, but it is very large, and a lot of the other ones, the monitor was about this size, but the screen was a little bit smaller and you had all your buttons right next to it. I like that the monitor screen is the size of this whole monitor, and I really like that. I can see it very well. It is very grainy. A lot of people in the reviews were saying that it was bad quality, very grainy, but you get what you pay for. This was only $100. I'm sure if you got the higher models that were about $200, $300, or $400, you can get some pretty decent video quality. But this works just fine. I can see him just fine. I mean, yes, it is grainy, but I can see his stomach moving up and down when he sleeps, and that's one thing I was concerned about. I wanted to be able to check on him and make sure he's breathing. So I really like that. It's portable. It has a little plug-in to charge it, and I just leave it plugged in at night, and when I get up to feed him, I just take it with me. And I like that I can bring this with me throughout the house during the day if he's in his naps. I like this little kickstand thing here. I can set it up on the counter. It doesn't always have to be laying down, so I really like that feature about this. It has night vision, so that's nice. You can see pretty well at nighttime. It does not have a two-way voice intercom. I can just hear him. He can't hear me, which at this age it's fine. Maybe when he gets older and he starts getting out of bed, it would be nice to be able to tell him, you know, get back in bed or something like that. But for now, this works fine for us. It does not show the temperature of the room. I know a lot of the more expensive ones show the temperature in the room, but to me that wasn't super important. It would be a nice feature to have. But again, if you're willing to pay more, then the higher quality models all have that, but this one does not. It's very basic, and that's pretty much all I need. So it's pretty good in that way. It's not super fancy. It's in my budget. It's not super fancy. A couple of the things, the volume button up here at the top, it is buttons where you push up or down, and it seems like when it's on the quietest setting, it seems pretty quiet, but then as you push the button to get louder, it seems very loud. You can hear a lot of the background white noise in there as soon as you get it up to that second setting. So I always leave it on the quietest setting, and I can still hear him pretty well. But as you get louder, you get more of that background noise, which again, if you have more money to spend, I'm sure the higher models don't have quite as much of that background noise in there. I wish it was like a scrolling button instead of an up or down button. I just think that would be easier to control the volume, but again, it's a cheaper model. This bar up here at the top, it shows light when there's sound. It has a little green light when it's on, and as he makes noise in the middle of the night, you can see the bar go across and change from the green to yellow to red. So it's nice if you do have your volume down, or like sometimes when I'm showering and I can't exactly hear it, I can set it on the bathroom counter and I can look at it and see if he's awake making noise by that little red, yellow to red bar to see if he's awake or not. So I like that feature about it. One thing about the volume is I wish it had a mute button, because at nighttime, like I said, I unplug it and take it with me because Simeon is still sleeping, and sometimes Miles is a little bit fussy when I'm trying to nurse him or trying to lay him back down and he's settling down. I don't want to leave this in our room and wake up Simeon, so I take this with me, and it's kind of a hassle to unplug and replug it every time I get up in the middle of the night. So I wish it had a little mute button that I can just hit the mute and you know, then come back to bed and turn the sound back on, instead of having to unplug it and replug it in every time. I really like this feature. It's the video monitor on-off button. I really like that because the video screen is not on all the time, so it doesn't drain your battery. You can hear the sound all the time when it's on. So in order to see the video monitor, you just push the button and the screen turns on, and I just check on him and then I shut it off. So sometimes in the middle of the night when I hear him stirring and I don't know if he is awake or not, I just hit the button and I can check on him and turn it off. It does automatically turn off if you leave it on, which is nice because then you don't end up draining your battery if you accidentally forget to turn it off. It is pretty bright at night. There is a brightness adjustment here that you can adjust. It seems like it's either very dim or very bright, so again, it would be nice to have that scrolling button like I wish it had for the sound. The battery for this lasts about 6 hours, and I discovered that accidentally once by leaving it on unplugged, and 6 hours later I went to go check it because I laid him down and the battery was dead. I plugged it back in and it was about 2 hours before it was fully charged, so it's pretty quick charging. That's the reason why I leave it plugged in at night, because I don't want the battery to run out in the middle of the night and him wake up and me not be able to hear him. You can also plug in multiple cameras to this video monitor. We only obviously have one, so I'm not sure how it works with multiple cameras, but that is an option that you can add to this. One of the features that I don't really care for is the power on-off button. You have to push and hold it in order to get the video monitor to turn on. So as you can see, you have to push and hold it, and then a little bar comes up. Sorry, that was probably really bright. And then the monitor turns on. To turn it off, you have to do the same thing. You push to hold it, and then it shuts off. What I like about this is when your monitor screen is turned off and you push and hold it, you just kind of have to guess how long to hold the button down to turn it off, because you can't see that bar go across that you need to hold it down the whole time to shut it off. So I find that a little annoying. I mean, it's not the end of the world or anything, but it's one thing that I just don't really care for that feature. I'd rather just an on-off button. I guess that's to prevent, you know, accidentally shutting it off when you don't mean to. Here is the video camera mounted to the wall, and it has a cord, and it comes with these little sticky clip things that you can just clip it to keep the cord contained on the wall, and I just have it up out of reach so it can be plugged in back there behind his dresser. This has an on-off switch back here, and the light indicates whether it's on or off, so you can just slide the camera off. I actually leave it on all the time, unless we're out of town, then I shut it off. And one thing, it does not automatically move around. You have to manually actually move it and tilt it. It can tilt up and down, and it can also rotate clockwise and counterclockwise, but it actually does not tilt like this. It would be nice if it could tilt in this direction here instead of just up and down or around, but I mean, we just placed it and try to do the best we can. I hope you found this review helpful for the summer infant monitor. Let me know what you think, if this is what you have or if you have a different one. I would love to hear what your experience is, and if you have this, I'd love to hear how you like it and what features you like and don't like. So thumbs up if you found this video helpful, and don't forget to subscribe for some more videos. My next video review is going to be on the amber teething necklace, so I'm really excited about that one. Thanks for watching.